It's the off season, and everyone loves transactions. So we draft what we want Miami to do this summer to fix the team with the perspective of the local fan base having their say as well on a very special episode of Locked On Heat.
You are Locked On Heat, your daily Miami Heat podcast, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
All right, welcome to Locked On Heat, your daily podcast on the Miami Heat. Whether you're tuning in on YouTube or on your favorite podcast app, thanks for making Locked On Heat your first listen every day. I'm Wes Goldberg here with David Ramil. Both of us are credentialed Heat media members who cover this team every day. For daily content on the Heat, click that subscribe button and join almost 17,000 YouTube subscribers. Also, make sure you are following us on your podcast app. Today's episode is brought to you by FanDuel. Right now, new customers get $200 in bonus bets when your first $5 bet wins on FanDuel. Have a great show for you today. It's Friday, which means it's time for our weekly draft. This is our wish list transaction draft. These are the things we would love to see the Heat do this offseason. Everything is on the table. Free agency, trades, the draft, all of it. It's all on the table. We have an opportunity here to shape the Miami Heat, at least in our dreams. And usually I do these Friday drafts with David, but today it appears I'm doing them with somebody else. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Absolutely, bro. I am so wrong with his team, so I gotta come and represent, bro. This is Jose from Kendall. I gotta come over here and tell you what to do because you guys can't do your job. Look, I love your show and everything, bro, but you guys are such suck-ups to the Heat front office. So I gotta come on here and tell you what to do. So let's get to it, bro. It's Jose from Kendall. Let's represent, baby.
All right, Jose, come out swinging here. This is pretty aggressive right off the bat, but
I'm right, bro. 305 culture, un cafecito right now. I got started early. Let's go, bro.
All right, well, since you're all hyped up on caffeine, why don't you take the first pick?
No heads or tails?
Nope, you get it.
All right, sweet. Well, bro, let's be honest. We got to fire Sleepy Pat, bro. Like, what is up with Pat? He can't get the deal done. He's always like mincing around trying to get like this deal done. Dame Lillard, Kevin Durant. Like, what are you doing, bro? Why can't you just throw in some picks? What are you doing? Like, you haven't done anything since the big three. And we all know Dwayne Wade was the one who brought LeBron James here. It had nothing to do with Riley. So what are we even doing here? Like, Riley is old. He's like un abuelo up there in a rocking chair. Like, what is he even doing? Like, we don't even see him anymore. He's falling asleep at games. He just doesn't know what to do anymore. He's old. He's a has-been. Look, I love the Godfather and everything else, but, bro, he's got to go. Fire Sleepy Pat. That's my #1 transaction right there.
What would you have them do after they fire Pat Riley then?
Bro, I don't even care, bro. Let's be honest. Like, anybody's better than Pat at this point. Like, does he even know anybody? Like, I mean, it's like he's always engaging in trades with, what's his name, Mitch Kupchak in Charlotte. Like, that's the only guy who'll trade with him, you know, because Kupchak played for him and everything in Los Angeles. And that's about it. Other than that, who does he even know? I've never seen him in Las Vegas. He's never there, like, talking to anybody. Like, does he even have connections in the league? Do players even know who Pat Riley is, bro? Like, what are we even doing here? Come on, man. Like, you got to replace him with somebody younger. You know what I do? But I don't want to set it up too much. I'll tee it up in my next pick if you let me have that one.
I'll see. Jose from Kendall already know how to tease segments here. Okay, very good.
Very experienced. I've been listening to the show. Long time listener, bro.
Appreciate that. Thank you. I hear it. I get it. David and I have talked about the fact that the league has evolved in a certain way, and it's not just the CBA and the goopity schnoop numbers and all this crap. It's the players. They're different. The way that the league works is different. The new general manager, you look at a guy like Sam Presti, who has been with Seattle and now Oklahoma City forever, literally since 2007, but is young. And you look at some of the GMs in the league, and they're young, and it's very Theo Epstein-y, and it's a lot of that going on. And Pat Riley is definitely a remnant of a different time. He is almost a hieroglyphic at this point, and I don't even mean that as a pejorative. He's long in the tooth. I get it. The guy has also had incredible results. And when I hear people say nobody respects him, nobody cares about that stuff, nobody cares about the Pat Riley Godfather thing anymore, I don't think that's true, because you start talking to players in the locker room, in Miami's locker room, guys like Davion Mitchell or other players over the years who come over from different situations, they say, yeah, Pat Riley, man, that was crazy. Like, first time I met him, it was not like there's an aura about Pat Riley. To use the terms of the Gen Z here, he does have aura, right? That is something that's happening. But moreover than that, he's not the only one. He's not calling all the shots. You've got Andy Ellsberg. You've got Adam Simon. Erik Spoelstra is very involved. Nick Arison is very involved. There's sort of this, there's a sort of like this group at the top of the Heat organization calling the shots. So, Jose from Kendall, you want to fire Pat Riley? Fine. Okay. But who's going to do it? Who's doing it? He's 80 years old. Mickey Arison's going to walk in and Bill Belichick him to a Robert Kraft. That's what's going to happen here?
Bro, listen, I'll tell you who I think is a good candidate later on. He's a little bit younger, and he knows this team really well. But I know how to tease segments, like you said. But let's be honest. You're just defending Pat Riley because you don't want to lose your credentials, bro. Like, I mean, that's what this is.
Right, because Pat Riley is intimately involved in who gets and who does not get credentials. Like he cares at all about any of that.
You love that locker room access. I know how it goes.
It's my pick here in our Wishlist transaction draft. Number 1, trade for Giannis without having to give up Bam.
There we go.
That's my wish list. I get it. I understand that there's people, Giannis and Bam can't play together. There's spacing is an issue, all this stuff. All right, nerd. I don't care. Get Giannis, get Bam, figure the rest of it out. Give me the talent. That's where I'm at. Giannis is a top 3 player in the NBA. There's a reason why the entire league is waiting on him to make a decision. Because if he's out there, even at 30 years old, I mean, with the contract and all of it, he would be the biggest player to move since Durant in 2019. To be actually on the, like Luka, I guess, this past trade deadline, but nobody knew who was out there. To be a star that was potentially on the move that people are readying for, he would be the biggest star since Durant in 2019, and you could argue maybe even more than that. Giannis is a perennial MVP candidate, not a perennial MVP ballot guy, right? We're not talking about even Jason Tatum or Jalen Brunson. He is a perennial guy to win the trophy, to win the MVP trophy. And if you have him on your team, he gives you an opportunity. These Milwaukee Bucks teams over the last 2 years have not been good, and they've still almost won 50 games each season. That's because of Giannis. I don't know why I'm even doing the hard sell on Giannis to anybody listening to this. Yeah, everybody knows how great he is. But if you can get him while also keeping Bam, I don't even know if it's possible, but we're not talking about possible necessarily here. We're talking about the wish list. That's my wish.
Do you even watch games, bro? Like, what are you talking about? How are you going to put Bam out there and Giannis? Like, get me Giannis, absolutely. But get Bam Adebayo off my team, dog. Like, I don't want him anywhere near here. Like, what are you going to take that little 15-foot mid-range jumper? Like, what is he doing? Like, no. He's a bum. Get him, trade his salary, get some real players to run Giannis. Let's go. That's what we do here in Miami. We win titles, baby. Not with Bam Adebayo. He's not going to bring anything to the table.
Is that your next pick, trading Bam?
No, it's not.
So go ahead, take your next pick.
Fire Erik Spoelstra, bro.
Oh,
like,
geez,
what are we talking about here?
Clean house. Why don't you just lead with that?
Spo is you know why? Because I'll tell you, he could fill in for Riley. At least he wants to pretend he knows basketball. He could go up there. At least he's younger. Everybody respects him, Hall of Fame coach or whatever. Let's see if he can actually put a team together. Maybe he's still got Andy Ellsberg there with a whole salary cap, whatever. But, Spo can't coach. He's got Kel'el Ware sitting on the bench, bro. Like, he doesn't even play him. It's like he's a 7-footer. He doesn't even know how to coach big men. He doesn't know how to use a point guard. He puts TYLER HERRO out there for too long. Like, what's he doing? Like, he can't win anything without LeBron. Erik Spoelstra is so overhyped. It's not even crazy. He's just, to me, he doesn't know what he's doing out there. He doesn't know what to call timeouts. We all saw that fiasco in Detroit this year. He's washed, bro. The divorce is killing him, and he doesn't even know what to do anymore.
What, you want to hire Tibbs instead? What do you want to do?
Tibbs? Oh, bro. Like, that guy, I mean, he's going to play. At least the good news is he's going to play Adebayo 40 minutes a game and run his knees into the ground, so at least he'll be off the team in that way. But, I don't know, anybody. Get Mike Malone or one of those guys. At least he knows how to coach big men. Look what he did with Jokic. Maybe he can do the same thing. I don't know. We'll see if maybe he could coach his team to a title because Spo ain't got it. It's like you got three of the best players in NBA history and LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh, and you got two titles, just 2 out of 4 years. Come on, bro. Like we all know Spo was hyped up from the beginning. Like he was overhyped. Picked by Sleepy Pat because he wanted to retire to Malibu or whatever, and now he's got Spo in there. Come on.
Is Jose from Kendall also doing the ad reads?
No.
Or are we just going to do this normal?
No. We want to keep getting paid. So
right.
Jose went to go have another cafecito and maybe take a beer or something like that. We'll see what he does.
I'll have an actual pick on the other side of this.
Today's episode is brought to you by lots of anger, repressed rage, and also FanDuel. The NBA playoffs are in full swing, and every night delivers highlight-worthy performances, major momentum shifts, and can't-miss moments. Whether it's a game-winning shot or a breakout player, there's never been a better time to get in on the action. FanDuel makes it easy to stay in the game before tip-off and live with player props, performance trends, and same-game parlays. Fans have more ways than ever to play smart and win big. So much to look forward to. Where I know this episode, we're recording this Thursday afternoon. I'm expecting a fantastic series. Who's going to go off for the Pacers? Who's going to go off for the Oklahoma City Thunder? There's a lot to look into there. I've got Jalen Williams with the Thunder. I think he's going to have a big series. And I think Halliburton's going to struggle a little bit against this OKC defense. So my pick is Pascal Siakam to put up some big numbers. But let's see how it plays out. But if you're new to FanDuel, this is the perfect time to sign up. So you can head over to FanDuel.com and place your first $5 bet. If it wins, you'll get $200 in bonus bets. That's $200 in bonus bets. Make every moment more with FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA.
All right, I have the next pick here, Jose. I'm going to go ahead. I struggled with how I wanted to put my wish list here together because it's a wish list, right? I could probably sit here and say, go get Jokic, go get SGA or something, but that didn't feel like it was even worth a conversation. I don't know that this is, but I'm gonna go ahead and draft this transaction anyway. Could you trade for Devin Booker? There's already reports that he was involved in the Suns coaching search. So it doesn't sound like Phoenix has any plans to shop Devin Booker or that Devin Booker has any plans to get shopped, right? To demand a trade or to do anything like that. It still seems, at least on the surface here, according to the reporting around it, that Devin Booker is committed to Phoenix at least for another year. But I do wonder if he looks around at some point in this offseason and Kevin Durant gets traded and he looks at what the Suns get for Durant. He's like, now I have to play with this guy. I was like, this isn't a team. You know what? Get me out of here. I'm done. And if that's the case, I don't know that the Heat have what it would take to get Devin Booker. I have no idea. But that's not really the point of this draft. The point is the wish list items. And if you got Devin Booker on this team, that would give you a bona fide #1 scoring option whose value has kind of taken a hit over the last couple of years. No All-Stars the last 2 years. This is a guy that was in the MVP race 3 years ago. I think he's a tremendous scorer. I think his confidence is through the roof. I think he's tremendously skilled. He could score at all 3 levels. We have seen the kind of nights that this guy could put up 60 points, 70 points. Like, this guy is as explosive as they come offensively and would be a bona fide #1 scoring option that I think would thrive in a different situation in Miami. If you could get a guy like Devin Booker, I think he could be a legitimate top 10 guy in the NBA with the right situation around him. Right now, he's probably a top 20, 25 kind of guy based on most rankings. That's where I'm going. If you can, I have no idea if it's possible. That's not really the point. Wish list item #2, go get Devin Booker somehow.
Wes, bro, you finally made sense. I've been listening to this show for years and hearing you ramble about everything, and finally you say something that makes a lot of sense. Get Booker, like, he's such a good player. Like, they messed up so badly by getting that Winslow guy, Justice, whatever. Like, I mean, they could have gone Booker. It should have made a lot more sense at the time. He could have been the heir apparent to Dwayne Wade. It would have been such a seamless fit. And absolutely, if you could go get him. But we all know Sleepy Pat ain't going to do it. So what the hell is the point of talking about it?
Well, I'm glad you finally agreed with me on something. What's your next pick?
Well, you know it's coming. Trade Bam Adebayo. I am so sick of his being a role player getting max money. $56 million a year for that guy? Come on. What's he even doing out there? Like, he can't get rebounds. He doesn't block shots. What are we talking about? Just because he's an all-NBA defense? So what? So what? Everybody's all-NBA defense at this point, and Bam can't even win Defensive Player of the Year. He's no Rudy Gobert out there, I'll tell you that much. And I don't even know if he's a good defender or not. Sometimes he looks like he's just like sleepwalking out there. And what are you getting from him offensively? Nothing. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't make plays. He's setting these screens all the time. They should be illegal screens. Like, he's not even a real player. Like, he's a role player at best. And you guys talk about him all the time like he's some kind of an MVP. Bam Adebayo, get him off my team. I'm sick of seeing him.
So the screen setting and the defense that's not valuable to you.
No, who cares? Like, he can't even get 20 points a game. Like, he doesn't even know how to score. It's like he's close to the basket. He's a grande por gusto. He's a waste of size out there. Like, he's not, what is he, a center, a forward? He doesn't even know what to do with himself. He's big for nothing, bro. I'm sick of him. Get him off my team.
He averaged 18 points this year, 19 points the year before that, 20 points
role
the year
player,
before that, 19
not
points.
max,
You just said
role
he can't
player,
get 20
Wes.
points. He averaged 20 points 3 years ago.
Whatever. That was 3 years ago. We had Joe
18
Biden
points
as
this
president
past
3
year.
years ago. That was a whole different world now. Trump, baby.
Okay, we're gonna stay away from that one.
Jose from Kendall. No, I'm not apologetic about my views, bro.
Evidently, you are not. I can't agree with you on the Bam thing. I'm sorry to tell you that the Heat actually do value him. And
of course, Sleepy Pat's asleep.
All right, very good. I will take my next pick. Let's get creative here. I think like there's a bunch of things we've talked enough about Kevin Durant on the show. I don't want to talk about it. Yes, of course, he's on the list. But let's make this interesting. I don't know that I really have it this high, but I just feel like talking about it right now. Trade for Jaren Jackson Jr. Expiring contract, up for an extension there in Memphis. I don't really know what the Grizzlies' plans are. You got Joe Mullinex from Lockdown Grizzlies talks a lot about potentially rebuilding. And if they're going to rebuild this thing, now would be the time before you sign Jaren Jackson Jr. to a monster extension, which he'll deserve. As an all-NBA player, won Defensive Player of the Year a couple of years ago. Not sure I agreed with it, but he did. And if you think about a front court player who would pair great next to Bam, it's Jaren Jackson Jr., who can do things offensively that Bam can't, and even does things defensively that Bam doesn't do, right? We talked about, I mean, Jose, you have issues with Bam not blocking shots. Jaren Jackson Jr. blocks shots. He also fouls the ton out of opponents and isn't always positionally in the same spot as Bam and doesn't set screens and doesn't rebound ever. His rebounding percentage when he's on the floor for his team are bad. His individual rebounding numbers aren't great, but who cares?
Defensive Player of the Year.
Correct. But imagine them together. I think that would be really cool. Again, I don't know that this would be my third pick in the ultimate wishlist draft, but we haven't really talked about the option. And I honestly, it would be a guy who, if I were a rival GM, I would at least call the Grizzlies because they have to offer them the extension this summer and be like, what's your plan here? And just try to get a value from him because I think he could fit everywhere, including in Miami. With Jaren Jackson Jr. and Bam in that front court, nobody's scoring on that team.
I'd be fine with Jaren Jackson Jr. To be honest with you, bro, I don't really watch Memphis too much. Like, I mean, I know they got like barbecue and country music or whatever, but you know, like, I mean, John Morant's cool, but like Jaren Jackson Jr., like I know he won Defensive Player of the Year, but at least he blocked shots. So, but you keep talking about bringing Giannis and Bam, Jaren Jackson Jr. and Bam. You don't get it, bro. Like, you got to get rid of Bam. This team's not going to go anywhere without Adebayo on there. So, yeah, I'm fine with Jackson Jr. or whatever his name is, but fine. You just got to get rid of Bam. Like, I don't care. Trade him for parts. Trade him for draft picks. You're not going to get more value from him right now. Who wants a $56 million role player? If you can convince some sucker like in the Clippers or the Nets or whatever to take on Adebayo's contract, fine. Send him back home to North Carolina. The Hornets aren't doing anything anyway. Let him play with LaMelo Ball.
You have another pick?
Absolutely. You know who else I'd trade? You know it's coming, Wes, because you love this guy. You talk about him all the time, bro.
I do.
Like you guys are best friends or something.
Yep.
You know who I'm talking about? Say it. Say it, bro. Say it. Go ahead. Have the stones to say it, bro.
The stones to say his name? Tyler Herro.
That's right. Trade Tyler Herro. I'm so sick of Boy Wonder. Like, what's he doing out there? He can't defend. He's lost out there. Like, he's such a waste of space. All-star. Like, even I was embarrassed, and I'm a Heat fan, bro. Like All-Star, are you kidding me? Like, he got in there because I don't even know who got hurt or something. Like, I don't know what it was. His numbers were okay.
Okay.
Whatever. The coaches, yeah, okay. Like Spo, guys, I don't know what they're doing out there. Forget about it. What do they even know? The whole point is,
so now all the coaches are bad. Do you even want to coach on the team?
The players even listen to coaches nowadays. You know, like I don't even know what the coaches are doing. But irregardless, what I'm talking about here is Tyler Herro being a waste of money. And you're talking about $149 million for that joke, that kid out there he weighs like 140 pounds. Like my abuela could beat him up, bro. She's got him and knock him out. It's over. Like she can dominate that kid. Like he can't even stop her defensively. I'll tell you that much. She's 95 years old, bro, and she still will take him to the hole. 100%, bro. And Tyler, let me tell you, like, I mean, whatever. He's got some nice flash to his game, and I liked him when they drafted him, but he's plateaued, bro. He's not going anywhere. He's done. He's not going to get any better. And you guys talk about him like he's an all-star. He's going to keep getting better. I think one of you guys mentioned all-NBA at some point. What a joke. You guys even watch basketball? Because Tyler Herro ain't it. Get him off my team.
We talk about him like he's an all-star because he was literally in the all-star game. And
whatever.
You look at all-NBA now. I mean, with the 65-game limit and the way that these players are getting injured and so many people are being disqualified, I wouldn't bet on Tyler Herro making third-team all-NBA, but you have to recognize it as a possibility. But you mentioned Charlotte there. You know what? Last pick here. Yeah, I got two more picks. Do you have anything else, Jose, before? Don't give me. Do you have anything? Okay, you got one more?
I got one more.
All right, I want to give you your space because you deserve it. All right, let's get. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy here. You want me to trade Tyler Herro?
Yes, please. And Bam Adebayo.
Well, I don't have a Bam trade. I got a Tyler Herro trade idea for you.
All right, let's do it. Finally, bro.
I also have an Erik Spoelstra trade for you.
Ooh, this is beautiful. This is the best episode
after the break. My Tyler Herro trade. Herro to Orlando. This is why it's a wish list item, because it'll never happen. I just don't see these teams trading in the same division. Tyler Herro to Orlando for Jalen Suggs and 2 first-round picks.
Oh.
Is that enough first-round picks? I'm talking about Tyler Herro, for God's sakes, here.
Get one. Like, what are we talking about? This is Tyler Herro. Like, I know you drafted him and everything else. I know you're like buddy and best friends, but whatever. Like, nobody respects Tyler like that around the league. You know, he's not like that, you know?
The coaches literally voted him onto the All-Star team.
You keep saying that, like, whatever, like that means anything. Like,
you just said nobody respects him around the league. The coaches literally
Vucevic has been a 2-time All-Star, bro. Like, Vucevic. Who the hell is Vucevic, bro? Like, come on.
Traded for multiple first-round picks over his career.
Oh, bro. Oh, there you go again with the first-round picks. Listen, if you can get anybody, give me a role player. Give me D'Angelo Russell, bro. Anybody, somebody who can score and knows what they're doing out there. Get him to, and picks for Tyler Herro, please. Let's get him off my team.
You're coming at me very aggressive. Do you like the trade or not?
Yes, because you get rid of him. But I don't know who this Jalen Suggs guy is. What does he do? Is he a 3-and-D kind of guy?
I got another trade for you. Would you trade Erik Spoelstra for Karl Anthony Towns?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, Jose, absolutely. That's you're speaking my language. Karl Anthony Towns. Now that's a tough one though, bro. Because to be honest with you.
All right, we're gonna say. You know what? I'm gonna stop it right there. I'm gonna stop it right there on Karl Anthony Towns. Okay, give me your last pick.
Blow it up. What is this team even doing? Rebuild, baby. Get draft picks. Let's go. Let's start from scratch and build a real team. Fire Sleepy Pat. Trade Bam Adebayo. Get rid of Tyler. Get Spo up in the front office or get him out of here. And let's go. Let's build a real team and compete.
Would you be willing to wait 5 years for this team to get good again?
5 years, bro. I'll probably be dead in 5 years. I don't even know what the hell's going to happen in 5 years. Like 5 years ago, we were in Orlando.
Then why are you going to blow it up?
Because I'm sick of this team being a play-in tournament. Like they're losers out there. They don't even know a good player on this team. They didn't want to pay the man.
All right, I got my last pick here. We've talked about this, and I feel like I wasn't dismissive of it at the time. This was probably 3 weeks ago. But the more I thought about it, the more I've liked it. It's that Bleacher Report trade with Utah. And just to recap what it was Nikola Jovic, Andrew Wiggins, Tyler Rozier, Duncan Robinson, and 2 first-round picks to Utah for Lauri Markkanen, Colin Sexton, and Jordan Clarkson. And the more I've thought about this, the more I've kind of liked it. And I liked it at the time. Obviously, it's not plan A. But if you could have Herro, Markkanen, Bam, re-sign Davion Mitchell, you got Sexton and Clarkson as scorers. Now I'm starting to get interested. And if I can get a guy like Jaden Springer, who I've still like a first-round pick, I don't know, 4 years ago or something, I still like him for some reason. He's been on Boston and was it Philly and now Utah. I've still just held out some. So I'm going to throw Springer in there because I want him involved. I want Miami to take a chance on him. I think they could do something with him in the development program. I don't know. It's pretty interesting. Again, I'm completely out of order because this whole thing is out of order. But
as long as you get rid of Terry Rozier, bro. Like if I ever see
that was also on my list. Trade Terry Rozier for Marcus Smart. What do you think about that?
Absolutely. No, Marcus Smart. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. Like trade him for peanuts. Trade him for anything. Trade him for $1.
You can't do that.
What are you, Andy Ellisberg now? Like the salary cap or anything? Like, come on. You could do something. And he works magic. That's the real front office right there, not Sleepy Pat.
All right, Jose from Kendall. It was very nice drafting with you on this
Good
Friday.
luck with your credentials next year, bro. I know you're gonna keep sucking up to the team anyway.
Yep, very good. Thank you so much for coming on. I would like to do our last little bit here with David Ramil, my usual co-host. It is Friday, so the Friday you missed a lot, David. Although you could just go to the YouTube comments section and you could pretty much get the gist. As we typically do here, as we typically do here on Fridays after our draft, I present a surprise topic to you and I put you on the spot. So that's what we're going to do today. I have a list of 10 players, and I'm going to ask you a very simple question about these 10 players. Would you take Tyler Herro or the following players? Are you ready?
All right. Let's do it.
Number 1, Kobe White.
Tyler Herro, 100%.
That was an easy one. Number 2, LaMelo Ball.
Tyler Herro, 100%.
I almost had LaMelo on my draft with Jose from Kendall. I am so intrigued. By the way, I agree with you right now, but I am so intrigued on LaMelo Ball. He's the quintessential bad team, bad situation, bad environment, all the talent in the world.
Maybe.
I'm more interested in from a curiosity perspective of what would happen if you brought him to Miami. Sort of like the same thing with Zion. It's like, what would happen? I'm so curious, but we'll keep going. Austin Reeves.
Numbers. Austin Reeves. Yeah, I think Tyler is a better player.
Yeah, I think that debate has pretty much been settled. Joel Embiid.
Ooh. Embiid.
I think Tyler Herro is a real case here. He's mostly because of this contract extension that starts this year for Joel Embiid. It is insane the money made. Like with Tyler Herro, is he an elite player? Absolutely not. Can he reach the heights that Joel Embiid can reach? Absolutely not. But if Joel Embiid is on your roster, it just feels like you're going nowhere because it's such an albatross of a contract going forward.
Yeah.
Whereas with Tyler Herro, if he's on your team, you could have your gripes with him. Jose from Kendall certainly did. But you can't, he's not preventing you from building a great roster. Whereas it feels like at this point, Embiid's presence on your team is, but I'm not trying to convince you. Alex Caruso.
Ooh. I mean, Tyler clearly the better player.
Mm-hmm.
But Caruso does add a really elite level of defense here. But I'm also a little concerned about the number of injuries. And maybe he was shelved a little bit longer than expected because, well, I mean, they were so deep they didn't really need him. They kept winning even without him.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it feels like he missed games when he was with the Bulls, too, and that was a team that needed him to play. So I'm going to say Tyler just because of the injury concern.
D'Angelo Russell.
Oh, no, absolutely not. Tyler here, 100%.
Brandon Ingram.
Brandon Ingram. I believe in Ingram. I think he's a little bit of a, I want to say knucklehead, but I think he kind of fits that profile of a guy who just hasn't been utilized properly and hasn't been coached well. So I think he could turn into something in Miami with Erik Spoelstra. I really do believe they could turn him into like a consistent all-star level player. And he's just the length and the size make him, if he's a fully realized version of what Ingram could be, then he's a better player than Herro. So I would say Brandon Ingram.
Wow. Julius Randle.
Kind of same, to be honest with you. Ironically, that they both played for the Lakers. No, I guess I'd take Tyler.
Mikal Bridges.
No, that's for personal reasons more than basketball ones. But yeah, no. Oh no, Mikal, not Miles Bridges. Mikal Bridges. Sorry.
I was like, what do you know against Mikal Bridges?
Yeah, no, everybody
like,
loves
what
Mikal
don't
Bridges.
I know?
82 games a season. I'll show you. Wow. No, I like Herro better. I think he's just a much more consistent player than Bridges.
Zach LaVine, last one.
No, I've never been a fan of LaVine, and especially not in this contract. Like he's set to make more, and everybody's really pissed off about this Tyler potential extension that hasn't even been finalized, and you got LaVine making more than that, and much older than Herro.
That'll do it for us today. Thanks for making Locked On Heat your first listen today. For your second listen, check out the Locked On NBA Big Board Show. NBA draft expert Rafael Barlow reacts to every workout, interview, and rumor leading up to the NBA draft. Find Locked On NBA Big Board on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts.